Holloway Ortega, man, that's a super intriguing fight. I've doubted Ortega every single fight, and he's came through. He could surprise people, but I got to stick with Holloway. I think he's the champ for a reason. I think he's going to be a champion for a long time.
Honestly, the only way I see Brian being able to beat Max is by submitting him, and that's no easy task there, you know. Max is probably one of the most well-rounded fighters in the UFC throughout all weight classes. Really good striking, good wrestling, good takedown defense, good ground game. As far as the build for the weight class goes, he has that build, but so does Ortega, so you know that might cancel each other out. But tremendous conditioning, solid chin. I mean, hey, it just goes on, right? He's one of the best in the UFC period. So I'm Max all the way. I think this is gonna be a tough fight for Ortega, but I think it's gonna be a good fight. You know, Ortega is actually very well-rounded himself, and he's gotten a lot better over the last few years, and he's shown it in his last couple fights. So expecting a good fight, but Max all the way.
Ortega's straight up wrecking fools, but I want to go for Holloway on this one. He's just a true gamer. I feel like the Hawaiians they really like to scrap, and they don't die. They just keep fighting, and it's going to be hard to put them away. But I'm going to go for Holloway on that one.
Of course, I'm going to have to go with Max Holloway. He's a champion for a reason. He's a Hawaiian. He comes to scrap. Ortega's no joke. You know, he always finds a way to win, but I have to go with my boy Max Holloway. I think he's going to take it.
There's so many Hawaiians here, Extreme Couture. I'm going to go with Hawaiian. And TKO like Holloway.
Man, it's a pick'em fight. That is a real hard fight. I can't predict, you know, the outcome with that one. I like them both, but I have to go with the experience a little bit. I think Max could pull it off.
I like Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega's jab very good. He's a very tough guy. Good conditioning. He has good conditioning. I don't know. I think Brian Ortega win. But Max Holloway strong too. I don't know. I think Brian Ortega win. I don't know why. He win a lot of tough guy. Yes, he's punch very hard now. I think Brian Ortega win.
Max Holloway is a little bit longer, and I think he's going to use that range well with boxing. I like Ortega. He's a good dude, great fighter. And he's got championship qualities, you know, like I know, right? But I know more than most of you fucking fans who talk that shit to me on Instagram. So I actually get in here and do this shit. I think I know a little bit. But I think his boxing, he's so durable. I think he's going to pepper him a lot. And we'll see, man. If Ortega wins, I think he gets the McGregor fight. I think that makes sense.
The featherweight matchup is really exciting, especially for me being a featherweight. I like the matchup a lot. Similar body types between Brian Ortega and Max Holloway. Regardless of their past fights, I think this fight is going to be unlike any other fight that each of them have had, because I don't think either of them have fought someone with their similar body type. Max fought Conor earlier in his career, which is a similar body type, but it's not anything like the style that Brian is. So I think that fight may go the distance, actually, just because both of them are going to grind it out. Both of them are going to dig deep. They both like to bang, and I think it's going to be a back-and-forth war. But I think Max Bless Holloway keeps the belt and takes it back to Hawaii.
Great fight. I think that is going to be an amazing fight, and I think it's going to end out in a knockout. I really want Max to win that fight, but I definitely don't think that's going all 5.